Good, it's Suni MF Solomon, and you watching TC Productions presents Underground Sound. My style of music definitely came from, the roots of hip hop. But I like to say I put my own little touch, my own little spin on it. I grew up on a lot of jazz and soul, so I like to put that into my music as well. So I've seen a lot of blogs say that as well, that I have like a soulful jazz type hip hop feel. So I like the way that sounds.
What gets you in the mood to write music?
Like when I'm in the studio and I just play a beat and like the lyrics, like sometimes the lyrics like automatically come to me, so that's how I kind of know it's a good beat. So as long as the beat playing, like the lyrics, they just come automatically. That's just how it's been for years, so I can't even fight that.
Out of all the songs you created, do you feel like you have one that you're extremely passionate about?
Let me see. Out of all the songs I came out with, I'll say the songs on my last two mixtapes, Incomplete Thoughts and fifth mixtape. I'll say on Incomplete Thoughts it had to be, let me see, what song on there like I just love, like, now it just got to be Slow Down. On my fifth mixtape, it's Slow Down. That's like one of my favorites. I like it. I love the beat, but the story how I got the beat is probably why I like it so much, because it originally wasn't my beat, it was my homie, so I had to like beg him, like, please, yo, let me get that beat. Like, I already got the perfect hook for it and everything. So like after like months of arguing over it, he finally just let me get it. So I was like, all right. So, and it took me a while to write that one, so that's why I put a lot of time and effort into that song.
Who do you want to reach with your music?
I think the most important people to reach is the fans and the listeners, because I mean, pretty much you really nothing without a listener. Everybody, like, artist development not even in a lot of record labels anymore, so it's just like you gotta come prepared. So you gotta come with your people, your fan base, your following. So every time I put out music, I don't really try to reach the record labels and none of that, because I want them to come reach me. I just try to reach the people. Like, so that's like my main goal every time I drop music. How many people heard it? How many people like it? People still listen to it? Is it still relevant after a month? So.
Okay. Out of all the artists signed or unsigned, who do you feel like you want to work with?
I love to work with Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, Drake. Let me see. Those are like my top three. Those are my top three people who I like to work with. I feel like we like got the same sound almost, and like we can make some great music together. Those are like my top three.
Now, you've been quoted as the best female rapper in the industry. Do you feel like that's a good title for you? Do you feel like you got like somebody on your neck trying to come up as competition? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I started saying that like when I first started rapping, like in 2009. So like recently I've been seeing a lot of female rappers come out, like, so like I don't know. There's a couple of good ones out there. I ain't even gonna lie, there's a couple of them. So it's three that I know like that's real dope right now. So but I work well with female rappers too. I don't want it to ever feel like some competition or that we can't work together just cause. I like to be like bring that unity together. So I don't got no beef with no female rappers. Like everybody, if they got bars, I can't deny anybody with bars. If they good, they good. If they suck, they suck. It's a couple of them that suck. It's a couple of ones that good. Just like with male rappers as well. I just say it because female rappers we're so scarce. It's like not a lot of female rappers out there, or that they out there, they probably don't have the proper buzz. Just cause some people like, man, female rappers move something. So sometimes when you do hear a female rapper, like, unless you do your good research, you'll run across a couple of them that be like, come
on. Recently, you were in a documentary from A3C. It was called Changing the Game. You want to briefly explain your role in the documentary?
Yeah, I did the documentary with Will F. Jr. So it was good. I was happy to be a part of it. I saw one of his documentaries, the one he let out before. I can't think of the name right now. can't even think of the name right now. Underexposed, Atlanta Underexposed, that was the name of it. And I peeped it, and I was just like, man, I hope he do another one. If he does, I definitely want to be a part of it because it just broke down like hip hop, saying like, was it a change in the game from like older people in the game and the new generation that's coming out? So it was definitely a privilege to be a part of that. Will was great working with, even though it was like hot the day we was filming. It was always great. He a cool person. But I definitely want to be a part of any more documentaries that he has out. So everybody should definitely check that out. Old, young, everybody. Like, it hit some good topics. I learned something from it as well as giving my knowledge to it too.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
My best advice, I'd have to say, I get my best advice from my producer, Bob and Weed. Like, just cause like we developed a friendship, then we like developed a musical friendship. So like that's been my dog for like 5 years. Still counting. He makes all my beats. It's just he always just tell me to keep going. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I do feel like I'm a little underrated, but like he'll put my mindset back like to what it is. Kind of stroke my ego a little bit. So I definitely give it to him because he's been holding me down, giving me great advice for years. So I know he would never tell me something that I wouldn't need to hear.
And who's on your playlist now? Who are you listening to?
I recently like switched my playlist up a little bit. I've been hanging out with somebody and they like listen to a lot of pop. So I say Katy Perry, like listen to her, Rihanna, let me see, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Kanye West, of course. Gotta be ratchet, so I gotta throw 2 Chainz in there. Future, Jay-Z, a lot of the top dogs, and as well as like indie artists as well. I like to listen to people like that's like in my territory too. Make sure like we all, you know, ain't nobody trying to get above me. Gotta listen to competition, but sometimes I really listen to me a lot. I like love listening to myself. Like always critiquing something I could have done better, so it won't happen again. Listen to my team. Like those like the top people I listen to.
Do you want to kind of describe your latest project that you're working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on. I got 3 projects, but I'm not working on them all together right now. I'm working on 2 that with this producer named Sean Hosea. I'm working with him on the EP. I want to drop like January, the beginning of the year, and my 6th mixtape called A Nigga Moment, inspired by Boondocks. I love that show. So, and my 3rd mixtape, it doesn't even have a title. My 7th